Most people believe productivity means working longer hours, waking up earlier, sleeping later, and pushing harder than everyone else. But if that were true, the busiest people in the world would also be the most successful. And yet they're not. Some entrepreneurs seem to operate on an entirely different level. While others grind for 12 hours a day, these people make massive progress in just a few focused hours. From the outside, it almost looks like magic. But it's not magic. It's mental habits. Neuroscience has quietly revealed something fascinating about the brain. The difference between average productivity and elite productivity often comes down to how people think, not how long they work. In this video, we're going to explore 3 powerful mental habits used by highly productive entrepreneurs. Habits that can literally rewire the brain for focus, clarity, and action. And the third one might completely change the way you approach work. Before we dive in, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Every week, we break down powerful ideas that help you think better, work smarter, and build a life you're proud of. Now let's start with the first mental habit. And this one might surprise you, because it's actually about doing less. Habit 1, the one thing brain rule. Most people begin their day in a chaotic way. They open their laptop, check emails, scroll through notifications, reply to messages, jump from one task to another. By noon, they've done dozens of things, but somehow nothing truly meaningful has moved forward. The brain simply isn't built for constant switching. According to neuroscience research, every time you jump from one task to another, your brain pays something called a cognitive switching cost. Think of it as a tiny mental tax. And those taxes add up quickly. Studies show that multitasking can reduce productivity by up to 40%. Highly productive entrepreneurs work very differently. Instead of juggling 10 different priorities, they choose one mission for the day. Just one, not 10 priorities, not 5. One single task that, if completed, would make the day feel successful. This works because of a part of the brain called the prefrontal cortex, which controls decision-making and focus. When your attention is directed toward a single objective, the brain enters what neuroscientists call a goal-directed state. In this state, distractions become easier to ignore. Your energy becomes concentrated. Momentum begins to build. Think about a startup founder preparing for a major product launch. They're not thinking about 50 different tasks. Their brain is locked onto one mission. Get the launch ready. Everything else becomes background noise. That's why many elite entrepreneurs start their day by asking one powerful question. What's the one thing that would make today successful? Then they protect time for it like it's sacred. No emails, no social media, no meetings. Just deep, uninterrupted focus. At first, this feels uncomfortable. Most people are addicted to being busy. But busy doesn't mean productive. Once your brain adapts to this rhythm, something incredible happens. Work that once took 6 hours suddenly takes 2, because your brain isn't constantly resetting itself. Now here's where things get even more interesting. The second mental habit used by productive entrepreneurs has nothing to do with working harder. In fact, it's about strategic quitting. Habit 2, the cognitive pruning mindset. Your brain has limited energy each day. Neuroscientists estimate that the brain consumes about 20% of your body's total energy, even though it's only a small part of your body. Every decision you make drains some of that energy. What should I reply to this email? Should I attend this meeting? Should I start this task now or later? These tiny decisions slowly exhaust the brain. By evening, most people feel mentally drained, not because they worked too hard, but because they made too many small choices. Successful entrepreneurs solve this problem in a completely different way. They remove decisions. In neuroscience, there's a process called synaptic pruning, where the brain eliminates unused connections to become more efficient. Entrepreneurs apply a similar concept to their lives. They prune commitments. They prune distractions. They prune unnecessary work. Instead of asking, "What should I add to my schedule?" they ask a much more powerful question. "What should I eliminate?" This is why many successful founders say no far more often than they say yes. They decline meetings. They ignore low-value opportunities. They simplify their calendars, because every yes carries a hidden mental cost. And the fewer decisions your brain has to make, the more energy remains for what truly matters. There's a famous example of this idea. Some CEOs wear the same style of clothing every single day, not because they lack style, but because they're protecting their mental energy. No decision needed. And that small habit frees up cognitive space for bigger problems. When you begin applying this mindset, something powerful happens. Your schedule becomes lighter, but your impact becomes bigger, because your attention is no longer scattered across dozens of small tasks. Instead, it's directed toward what actually moves the needle. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. Even if you master focus, even if you eliminate distractions, there's still one invisible enemy that quietly destroys productivity for most entrepreneurs. It's not laziness. It's not time management. It's something happening deep inside the brain. And the third mental habit used by elite entrepreneurs is specifically designed to defeat it. Habit 3, the 5-minute neural start. That invisible enemy is something neuroscience calls cognitive resistance. It's the quiet force in your brain that makes you delay important work. You probably know the feeling. You sit down to start something meaningful, maybe writing a proposal, building a strategy, or launching a project. But suddenly, your brain wants to do anything else. Check messages, clean your desk, open another tab. It feels like procrastination, but neuroscientists say it's actually something deeper. Your brain is wired to avoid uncertainty and potential failure. When a task feels complex, risky, or mentally demanding, a part of the brain called the amygdala interprets it as a threat. When that happens, your brain pushes you toward easier tasks that feel safer. That's why answering emails feels easier than building something new. Your brain isn't lazy. It's trying to protect you. Highly productive entrepreneurs understand this, and they use a simple but powerful habit to bypass this resistance. Instead of forcing themselves to complete a huge task, they make a deal with their brain. Just start for 5 minutes. That's it. No pressure to finish the project. No expectation of perfection. Just 5 minutes. This works because of how the brain responds to momentum. Once you begin an action, the brain releases dopamine, the chemical associated with progress and motivation. And dopamine changes everything. Suddenly, the task doesn't feel threatening anymore. It feels engaging. The brain shifts from avoidance mode to action mode. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect, the brain's natural tendency to want to finish what it starts. Once you open the document, once you write the first sentence, once you sketch the first idea, your brain wants to keep going. 5 minutes often turns into 30. 30 minutes turns into 2 hours of deep work. But none of that would happen without that tiny starting point. Elite entrepreneurs rely on this trick constantly, not because they lack discipline, but because they understand how the brain works. Instead of fighting their psychology, they work with it. And over time, this creates an incredible advantage. While others wait to feel motivated, productive people simply start small and let momentum do the rest. Final thoughts. Let's recap the 3 habits. The first habit is focusing on one meaningful objective, allowing the brain to concentrate its power. The second habit is eliminating unnecessary decisions, protecting mental energy for what truly matters. And the third habit is defeating cognitive resistance by starting small, before motivation even appears. Individually, each habit is powerful, but together they create something extraordinary. A brain that works with clarity, a mind that isn't constantly overwhelmed, and a work style built around progress instead of pressure. This is why some entrepreneurs accomplish more in 4 focused hours than others do in 12 scattered ones. It's not about superhuman intelligence. It's about mental architecture. The way you design your thinking shapes the way you design your life. Imagine starting each day with one clear mission. Your mind calm, Your schedule simplified. No endless decisions draining your energy. And when the moment comes to tackle something big, you don't wait for inspiration. You simply begin. 5 minutes, then momentum carries you forward. Day after day, that rhythm compounds. Small focused actions turn into big results. Projects get completed. Ideas become businesses. And slowly, the gap between effort and outcome begins to widen. Not because you're working harder, but because you're working in harmony with how the brain actually functions. The most productive entrepreneurs don't control time. They control attention. And attention, when directed with intention, becomes one of the most powerful forces in the world. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And remember this, productivity isn't about squeezing more hours out of the day. It's about teaching your brain how to use the hours you already have.